this up to the things you see. They got wood stacked up here all around this town. I wonder if it's free wood or they sell it, but this school bus is stacked full of wood. Up outside the Chest Doyle Memorial Arena hockey rink. And we're having a breakfast brunch here. Pam's cooking some bacon and eggs. Sarge is there, watching everything. What you cooking? Toast and bacon and something else. Try not to burn the van down.
There was a piece of wood that was carved in it, and it's carved dated back to the year 1021. This spot right here is actually a really big piece of history because we have a lot of firsts. We got first contact, first Unesco, but right here is a furnace hut, and that's actually where the first iron production happened in North America, happened right here. But if so, it was here 65 years ago, chances are it was here then.
There's holes in the middle, and Yalty made this for me.
Right, ruin inscriptions and all that stuff.
What's on stone?
Or even like on wood or on stone, because like right here is inscription here, right? Not curvature, it's all straight. Oh, it is, yeah. She said they found stones like that when they excavated the place that proved that they had a loom, and that's a European thing, wasn't it? Norse. So they said that was one of the smoking guns.
It's like coconut cords, fibrous material.
These are replicas built in like 1975 of what remained down below them. This is one of the first UNESCO World Heritage Sites ever labeled. These buildings are made of peat. It's like it's not hard like a brick. Pretty neat. The tour guide gal just told Pam that the bottom part of this is original peat from the original year 1000, but they've had to come back and rebuild around the doorways. And she said they go all the way to where they go to, Pam, to get the, I think they go to Greenland or something to get the original peat. Soapstone spindle wall, one of the smoking guns that proved that these were Europeans that came here and were looming and weaving. This is a bronze cloak pin that they found that went over their wrap around their neck. That again proved this was a European thing, not from the Aboriginal people. And, number 4 is a butternut, which proved that they had been down to New Brunswick to get that nut that didn't come from the Aboriginal people. Pam snagging raspberries from Anse Meadows, eating like the Vikings. Home for the night, just outside of Anse Meadows. We're having shredded chicken enchiladas again. Pam just cooked them up and we're sharing a beer. This is probably the most least desirable place we've ever boondocked before. No.
Trash pile in Mexico.
Oh, and yeah, trash pile Mexico, but we're just outside of Anse Meadows National Park over here. Literally 3 minutes away from the park, and we're gonna go back to the park in the morning. So there's no sense. We had a nice spot picked out 20 minutes away, but know what? In 2 hours, we're going to be asleep. It's pretty if you just look above the wheelbarrow and the wood and the, it was like a bathtub over there or something. So Sarge likes it. It is pretty though. Just got to raise your eyes and look above the junk. I'm sporting my new wool hat that I picked up here in Anse Meadows, made by a local lady named Amy out of wool. So it's gonna be my new my boat hat to keep me warm.
As you leave there, you come across the field. You are going to see a tent. And that is where we have the wise lady. So we do have our wise lady in today, also known as a medicine woman, and she's there to do readings. Then next to her, we have axe throwing. So you can give that a try.
think I can do that.
Once you leave there, you will then come to the chieftain's hall. Inside this building, we actually have 3 rooms. The very first room is our trade room, where you will see a variety of trade items, and you may do some trading if you wish. The next room we have, it's the kitchen or the scally. It's where we eat as well as sleep. And there is a lady in there to explain to you all about that room and the life expectancy of a Viking or a Norse person. And once you leave that room, you will then enter into the textile room.
Oh, I like that one.
Inside there, we do 1 needle knitting,
Where they made my hat.
where your hat was done.
Nice.
1 needle knitting, final building in our village, which is the blacksmith shop. And that is where you will get to meet our blacksmith. And they'll explain to you our forging process.
Alrighty. There. I heard you, but I didn't see you.
It takes a little moment for the eyes to adjust.
It does.
So this building you will be in now will be our boathouse.
Okay.
Inside of our boathouse is our Viking ship Snorri. Now she's known as a Nar type vessel. This is the types of ships that the people of Greenland, Iceland, and Scandinavia would use for trading, exploring, and to resupply their warriors during their raiding parties. Now this ship is about 54 foot long. She got a beam of 16 foot. There's a 47 foot mast behind those benches. And right to the back wall is her 1,000 square foot sail. She is made from pines and oaks. There's 2,700 rivets, 1,600 dowels. And she got a draft of just 3.5 foot. Now Snorri was built over in Maine by Rob Stevens. It took him roughly 2 years to build Snorri. And she was remodeled after the findings over in Denmark in 1962 when they found the Skaldats 1 to 5. So after she was finished, they cargo shipped her over to Greenland, where a crew of 9 set sail from Greenland to Vinland or Newfoundland to reenact the journey of the Greenlanders. So sailing across the Atlantic Ocean for 87 days, they finally made it to Anse Aux Meadows to finish their journey. Now there's a ramp you can walk up and look inside, and if you do have any questions, I'll be around to answer.
Okay.
What's
They
that?
got the artifacts, we got the ship. Oh, so she's the bread and butter of the site.
Nice. What year was she built?
In 1994 or 5, I want to say 1994, with like a tar in like a oil to water sealer and slow down the rotting process of the wood. And they also cocking and sealed the ship with wool dipped in the same tar to make her more watertight.
Is this like, has this been like burnt?
No, that's the varnish that's on it, like the coating. Every couple years we do long journeys across rough oceans and to be bringing large amounts of cargo, livestock, or whatever was needed at the time. And where are you folks traveling in from?
We're from Kentucky, down in the States.
So what I'm working on is a Troll's Cross right there. So Troll's Crosses are used to ward away any evil spirits, or if you're a troll, you're supposed to incinerate when you come in face to this. So that's good, none of yous are trolls. And
Thanks for your information.
Oh, you're welcome, my friend.
Mark.
Dylan or Floki?
Floki.
Logan the boat builder or Dylan the slave? Your choice, my
Thanks.
friend.
See ya.
See you,
Alrighty.
my friend. Enjoy your visit.
We are, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're out of the window there a little bit, looks like. You're out of the wind a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
And here I don't have the wind, which makes it quite a bit warmer.
Yeah.
I'm Lady Albruna, the Wise Woman.
Oh, okay.
I do rune readings, which is an old Viking form of fortune telling. What I have is a set of tokens that have runic letters on them, and a runic letter is an alphabet letter that was used by the Viking Norse people to write their language when they carved on stones. You may have seen some coming into the boathouse on a stone there. We have a nice large stone behind you. This out is, although I was totally raised. Hello. Hello. Are you friendly? Are you friendly? I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. Oh, my ring just touched the lid. Yeah.
Oh, I'm the husband of Lady Albruna. I'm Gunnar. Would have been typical of a village in southern Scandinavia, for instance. Grains and spices to feed the livestock because they really can't grow much grain to speak of. I did this little piece here. A Norse father would carve these little figures for their children to teach them the sagas, the heroes and heroines of the sagas, and sometimes the monsters and other things. And this actually spells out my wife's Norse name, Albruna. More of a shepherd's instrument and a little less serious music. But this would be made from a willow shoot called seljaflautt or willow flute before the days of finger holes for penny whistles and things. And these kind of flutes in the music world, the technical term might be overtone flute, where it's played by a series of overtones by breath pressure. So there we go. Boy, sometimes you hit kind of a funny note at the top. That was something kind of meterless and then break into something rhythmic, you know. Was an instrument, though, that was passed father to son over the centuries as a living tradition and literally still is made and played by traditional cultures and folk musicians there today, even though he did this walking stick, too, that he left behind.
That's a walking pole vault.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Looks a little bit like a wizard's staff, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hello there. Hey.
How are you?
Good. You mind if I take a picture? Yeah. So you're.
You have one of your hats on. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See how you're making it.
Oh yeah, we're all doing it.
That's the single point.
This is my needle.
Yeah.
Mine's antler.
Antler.
Yeah. Here are stitches, loops. I take one. At the back, I'm taking 1, 2, 3. But if the ladies are doing hat, they're probably just taking the 2. But the 3 makes it a little bit more thicker. Kitchen, bedroom, and party room, so it's the main room of your house. Your beds are any of the raised platforms you see throughout this whole building. Line it with some fur, skins, woven blankets, pick your spot, and that's where you're sleeping. That pot, they say, was always ongoing. And you have about 25, 35 people, sometimes more to feed. You know.
Come on, Pam, get on a chair there. You can. I'll be the king. You be the queen.
No.
Will you take a picture of us if we do that?
Sure will.
All right, here. Hop on the chair. So you're going to take our king and queen picture. It's already recording. Just keep pointing at us and we'll.
I'm not wearing the helmet though, okay? Oh, that's heavy. I'll wear it on my knee.
Hang on, I got to get my helmet on my helmet. That goes in the front or the back?
Front.
Oh, yeah.
With your took on.
There you go. The horns are for drinking.
You just keep recording, right?
I am still recording. Well, will it take a picture while it's recording?
You can push the record button, turn it off.
that dyed with grass, flowers, lichens from the rocks, birch bark, beet juice.
It seems a lot easier than a 2-needle.
It is. And you're putting it back
probably
in.
keep the tension better.
Together and then coat them in a whale or a seal oil to make a mark. Put your whip through the middle. Just to make it nice and tight. All the string is in the front, it goes to the back, and the back comes out to the front. And just separate your wool. Push up your knee.
And the stones just draw weight down there, don't they? The stones, tension. This is the church at Anse Aux Meadows. Pam just reminded me what a difference from this church to the Montreal Notre Dame Basilica. This is pretty in its own way, but a tale of two churches and 600 or 700 years difference.
This was the blacksmith shop.
Yeah.
Where they would have made weapons, armor, farming tools, and cooking tools. And he made jewelry out of gold and silver.